What's going on, everybody? It's Kanye. In today's video, I'm going to be bringing you the best post-scoring build in NBA 2K22 Currentgen. Now, before I get into this, I just want to thank y'all for continuing to support the channel, and I've had a lot of fun making these videos for y'all. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please don't hesitate. It'll help me out a lot. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this video. So, we're making this thing at the power forward position. I'm going to make 3 versions of this build today. 2 of them are going to be rare builds, and the third one's going to be kind of a sleeper. It's going to be a name you've seen before, but it's going to be a sleeper build. Also, we're making this thing at the power forward position just because it has a better badge count than the center position does. And one of the heights is 6'8", which you can't make a 6'8" center in 2K. So we're going to be going from the power forward position. Handedness and jersey number is up to you. For the pie chart, we're going to be using the more green than blue pie chart. This is going to give us that really good post fade rating, and we're also going to have really good inside scoring rating. So we're going to go with the more green than blue. For our physical profile, you can go with speed invert, or you go with the split of agility, strength, and vertical. The added strength is going to give you better back down animations, but since we're going to be shooting primarily post fades, we don't always need to be able to back down. We can just shoot from wherever we start the post up at. So we're going to go with speed invert. For our finishing, you're going to max your close shot, max your driving dunk, max your standing dunk, and then we're going to up the post hook all the way to 81. This is going to give us 18 finishing badges. For shooting, you're going to max your mid-range, max your three-point, up the post fade all the way, and max it out. You're going to have 20 shooting badges. For our playmaking, you're going to max your pass accuracy and up your post control to 71. And then for defense, you're going to max your interior defense, max your block, max your defensive rebound, and put the rest on offensive rebound. So you can see here we've got 18 finishing, 20 shooting, 12 playmaking, and 5 defensive rebounding badges. That's going to give us a total of 55 badges, which is a really good badge count for any build. You can see here that we got really good finishing, really good shooting, and that's, a good post hook, good post fade, so we're going to be a good post scorer, but we've also got the playmaking ability. The reason we upgraded the post control is because obviously we're going to be working out the post more, so we don't need as much of a ball handling rating as much as we need a post control rating, and we get those 12 playmaking badges. Then defensively, you got interior defense, you're going to be able to block the ball, and you're going to be able to rebound the ball well, and we have a decent enough offensive rebound that we can get offensive boards off our teammates' missed shots or off our own missed layups, stuff like that. For body types, if you're going to be a back to the basket type player, you want to be kind of thicker, you want to be a bigger guy, so let's go with burly. Height. The first height we're going to use is 6'8". The height is actually the only difference between these 3 builds, and that's how we're going to get our 3 different names. So the first build is going to be 6'8". For our weight, we're going to minimize the weight. We're going to do that on all 3 builds as well. We're going to max our wingspan. So for this first build, at 99 overall, you're going to have a 99 close shot. You're going to have an 81 driving dunk. You're going to have a 90 standing dunk, and you have an 88 post hook. For shooting, you're going to have a 79 mid-range and a 77 3-ball and a 95 post fade. And then, playmaking is going to get boosted a little bit, nothing crazy there. And then for our defensive rebounding, you're going to have a 76 block and a 78 defensive rebound, which are good enough ratings for a non-red big man build. Then for our physicals, you add your +4 for 99. You add your +4 for your gym rat or Gatorade boost, so that's +8. You're going to have an 83 speed, a 79 acceleration, and an 88 vertical, which are really good ratings for a 6'8", big man build. For our takeover, obviously we're a post scorer, so we're going to be going with post scoring take. And you're going to see this first build we've made is called a post facilitator. Now, this build is a very unique name. You don't be seeing post facilitators very often. You see post playmakers, and so when people see a post facilitator, they might think it plays like that. But nah, this thing's a pure back to the basket big, hitting post fades, hitting post hooks, hitting jump shots from the corner off the pass, because we've got a really good shooting rating for both 3 and mid-range. And we can get driving dunks. We're going to have good standing dunks. We can really score in any way that we want. Back to the basket, off the drive, off the catch and shoot. We can do it all. Not to mention a good enough defensive rating and good enough passing to be effective in those areas too. But now to go back to give you the second build, all we're going to do is we're going to go back in here. We're not going to adjust the ratings at all. The only thing we're changing is now we're going to be 6'9". We're still minimizing the weight, and we're still maxing out our wingspan. So the ratings difference, you're going to see our finishing took kind of a step up. We are going to have now an 82 driving dunk at 99 and a 91 standing dunk. Our shooting took a small hit, so now instead it's a 77 mid-range, 75 3-ball, which is a -2 compared to what we had. But then our block and defensive rebound gets boosted, and now we have an 82 block at 99 and an 81 defensive rebound at 99. Our physicals aren't that different, so now we have an 80 speed, a 78 acceleration, and a 86 vertical. So they went down by about 2 each, but that's at 99 overall with your Gatorade boost. Having an 80 speed on a 6'9" build is really, really good. For our takeovers, they're still the same. You get post score and take, obviously, because we're going to be a post scorer. And we have now created an interior facilitator. So the reason the build name changes, the original build was called a post facilitator. The reason that it was called a post facilitator is because your post scoring ability was what was the highest. When you change the height up, you're going to see that your inside scoring also kind of gets boosted, or standing dunk and stuff like that. Well, since our standing dunk got boosted, it's going to now cause this thing to be called an interior facilitator. So that's why it changes from post to interior. This is the build that I made and am using. The reason I made it like this is because at 6'9", those boosted defensive stats, having a higher block and higher defensive rebound, makes the build more effective on that side of the ball. Plus, we've got a little bit better finishing. The shooting just took a slight hit, so I thought it made sense to make this version of the build. Now, if you want to be even taller, we've got this third version of the build, and this is kind of the sleeper version of the build, and this is the version that one of my friends made. So you're going to go, instead of 6'9", you're going to go up to 6'11". You're still going to minimize the weight, and you're still going to maximize the wingspan. So now here's the biggest ratings difference. So instead now we have the 69 driving dunk. We've got the 89 standing dunk. So that's a lot different. So at 99 overall, we're going to have a 73 driving dunk. We're going to have a 93 standing dunk. Still going to have an 86 post hook. We're going to have a 75 mid-range, a 73 three-pointer, which are both still really good ratings for being 6'11". We're going to have a 95 post fade, which is really, really good. And then for our defense, this is the best part of being 6'11". We're now going to have an 83 block and an 83 defensive rebound. For a non-red build, those are really good ratings. For the physicals, with your +4 at 99, your +4 for your gym rat or Gatorade, you're going to have a +8 on all your physicals. So now we have a 77 speed. We're going to have a 74 acceleration. So 77 speed, 74 acceleration, and we're going to have a 85 vertical, which are really good ratings for being 6'11". Having a 75 speed at 6'11" is really, really good. Again, still the same two takeovers. Post-scoring video, post-scoring takeover is what we're going to go with. But this build is going to be called an interior finisher. So when you pull up with this build, you're 6'11", your name's interior finisher. People are just going to expect you to sitting under the rim trying to dunk the ball. But no, this thing can shoot from the corner. This thing can shoot off the catch. It can shoot post fades like crazy. We can hit post hooks. We can score any way we want. We still got a good enough driving ability. We can drive and dunk the ball. And that's why this build's kind of the sleeper version. Not a rare name, but kind of a sleeper. So, I've given you three options now. The best shooting version is the post facilitator. It's the worst at defense, but it's the best at shooting. The best, defensive version, but still being able to score, best physical, the best all-around version, in my opinion, is the interior facilitator. We're at 6'9", a great height. You can play the 4 or the 5. Got good enough defensive stats, great shooting stats still, and great finishing stats. And then if you want the sleeper version, you want to have the best inside under the basket scoring and still be good at everything else, have the best defense, but be kind of slower and not as good of a shooter. Interior finisher is your way to go. But yeah, so there's three options there to appeal to three different styles of play. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you try out one of these builds, please let me know what you think of it. If you tried adjusting it a little bit differently in a different way and you get a different name, tell me about it. I'll try to make a video on it, or I'll try to look into it for sure. If you find a way to improve this build, again, let me know. I like to see y'all's input and y'all's ideas. But that being said, again, if y'all enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to hit that like or subscribe button. And hope y'all can continue to have fun with this game, making new builds. And good luck in Season 6 to y'all. But that being said, peace.